Are we live? Hold up. Wait a second. Weren't we just live? What's up, guys? It's Mike, a guy who loves Star Wars. Yes, we were just live just like a half hour ago, but that's okay. Actually, 25 minutes ago, but that's okay. This is the live watch party for Ahsoka episode 3. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We survived the entire week. We did it. We did it. In just a short 29-ish minutes, we will have the third episode of Ahsoka. Now, yes, it will be only 34 minutes. It will be only 34 minutes, but it will be 34 minutes of straight, insane, fire Star Wars content. So, of course, put your last-minute predictions into the chat right now so that we can go over all your predictions before we watch this show, because I do think that this third episode is going to be a lot better than people think. I think the 34-minute watch time has kind of put some people's spirits down, but I do think it will be a lot more intense than people think it's going to be. So, first in today's Finding Tanalorr, he says Morok is a Luke Skywalker clone. I want to know what you guys think about this. I've seen this Luke Skywalker clone thing come up many times over the last just 48 hours. It seems to be a very popular theory as of right now in the Star Wars community because of Luke Skywalker from the Heir to the Empire trilogy. Now, Luke Skywalker is of course cloned version of Luke Skywalker from the Heir to the Empire, who Thrawn creates to fight against Luke. Now, I don't think this is likely. I think Luke is too short. I think Luke is too powerful. He would have destroyed Ahsoka in like seconds if that was a clone of Luke. I just don't think it could be Luke. Now, I think it could be Starkiller. I think it could be a new character. I think it could be many other things. Less likely, but could be Mara Jade or Barasafi. It's less likely because Baylan straight up called Morok a he or a him. So it is less likely that it will be a female character, but it is likely it could be Starkiller. Now, the Luke Skywalker clone type thing, I'm just not on board. I'm not on board. I would be okay with it if it was Luke Skywalker, but I'm just not yet on that train. I'm not. Your pal Joe says, I think somebody dies for sure, and someone important. I think, assuming it is on the villain side, based on the fact that there are 4 lead protagonists at this point, 5 if you include Thrawn, my guess is that it's Morgan Elsbeth, since her main role of opening a star map has been fulfilled. Interesting. But Morgan Elsbeth is kind of like the leader. Like, she hired Baylan and Shin and the Inquisitor, and these robots are working for her too. It seems like she's the leader. I don't think she will die, but I do think we could see a death. Now, we will get into why I think that's the case in a moment here, but that is a pretty good theory. Pretty good theory. Honey Badger says, I think Morok is definitely Starkiller, and we will see a death tonight, but not Ahsoka or my wife Sabine. So my money is on Baylan or Shin that will die. Interesting. Many people think that somebody will die in this third episode. Very, very interesting. Hopefully we will get mention or even flashback of the Rakatan Empire as well. I do think we will get a little bit more explanation on that too. Yes, I do. I do. Dominic says, we are back. We are back. Long time no see. What's up, Jay? Honey Badger says, gonna be 34 minutes of jam-packed Star Wars, dogfights, and multiple lightsaber duels. I want episode 4 already. You haven't even seen episode 3, Badger. We haven't even seen episode 3. Calm down. Calm down. We're gonna watch that trailer that we watched in the last stream again, just because it's so damn good. But yeah, we'll watch that trailer too. We'll watch that trailer. Let's watch it. Let's watch it now. Actually, let me catch up on chats real quick and then we'll watch it. Dominic says, I don't want the Luke. I want Starkiller. Yeah, me too. That's where I'm at. Your pal Joe says, I don't think it's Ezra. I definitely don't think it's Ezra, just because, of course, we talked about this last stream, but if Thrawn's stuck in the New Beyond, Ezra's stuck in the New Beyond. There's no way Ezra would come back without Thrawn. Bilbo says, can you tell me the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I don't know. Can somebody tell him that? I'm not telling him. Your pal Joe says, fair. She is kind of the leader. Yeah, I think Morgan Elsbeth is not going to die. However, there is this weird image that has been going around. Shout out to Tony in the Discord for sending this one, I believe. If we want to take a gander at this, there is, or seems to be at least, a dead body. I know, crazy, right? There seems to be a dead body. Now, let me pull this up really quickly here. Seems to be a dead body. Now, we don't know who this dead body is, but there seems to be a dead body. Now, this is coming from one of the trailers. I'm not sure which one because there is so many at this point. But you see Baylan and Ahsoka fighting. Now, this is what we're going to see in this episode. However, zoom in really close to Baylan's face, scroll down a little bit, scroll over a little bit, and there's a dead body. Your pal Joe says he thinks it's Shin. It does kind of look like Shin. It's got a lighter hair, you can tell. Definitely a longer hair. Kind of looks like more of a female character than a male character, if I were to guess. Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Achoo! Thank you. So it does look like Shin, I would guess, but it could be Morgan Elsbeth, which was your initial point, you pal Joe. Could be Morgan Elsbeth, could be Shin, could be, I don't know. Who else could this be? Bless you. Thank you. You guys are too kind. I don't know. Who do we think the dead body is? Or is this a dead body? It could be Shin. She could just be knocked out. She is sitting next to a rock. She could have been forced into the rock and been knocked out. There's many different outcomes here. However, a dead body, I think, is not as likely. Dominic says, is that a dead body or somebody knocked out? Yeah, it could be somebody knocked out. That is definitely a possibility as well. But what do you guys think? Is this a dead body in the background of this fight that we've seen so many times throughout the trailers? I have gone back and looked at every single trailer where we see this Baylan versus Ahsoka fight, and this dead body is nowhere else. This is the only place it is. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. By the way, we get to see Baylan in action again versus Ahsoka tonight. So that alone is insane. So, dead body, don't know who it is. Maybe it's not a dead body, maybe it's just a knocked out body, but it does look like Shin or Morgan Elsbeth is the two likely scenarios here. But I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? Smash a gosh darn like on this video. What are you waiting for? Where was I? Bilbo says, bruh, you call yourself a Star Wars fan? Yes, I do. J1DRZ says, I think that Josh from Nerd Theory is right about how he can bring Starkiller in with all the powers into canon. Yeah, so Josh from Nerd Theory, we watched this on the last stream, was kind of talking about how with the new Beyond, you can bring in all these new abilities with the Force and with all this other stuff. But Ezra's going to have a bunch of new abilities with the Force. He's going to be able to do all these different things with the Force. Now, with that being said, I think if Starkiller is introduced, he might be a little bit weaker and then maybe go to the new Beyond and learn all these new abilities as well, which would be insane. But what if Ezra's kind of the new canon Starkiller? Would you guys be okay with that? Pal Joe says it's probably Shin. It does look like Shin. The Inquisitor? It doesn't really look like the Inquisitor. It could be, though, because we don't know what he looks like under the mask. Could be. The guy says it's me taking a nap. I hope it is, the guy. I hope it is. Honey Badger says Morgan or Shin will die, but I could also see Baylan's death as well. I don't know. It feels like we won't lose Hera, Sabine, or Ahsoka, so if we do get a death, it will be one of the three villains. Maybe. I don't think we will. I mean, it could be a death, but it also could just be a knockout. I don't know. I think killing Shin would be a mistake. Shin is, first of all, become a fan favorite character over this last week. Just of the first two episodes, Shin has become a fan favorite character. So killing her off would be a bad mistake. I don't think it's a good decision. Obviously, it would be too late. You wouldn't be able to anticipate that she would become a fan favorite like that quickly. But I do think that, yeah, the guy says Shin Hati. Exactly. Like, that has become a meme all week. So killing her off would not be the best plan, I would think. Finn says, woo, sorry I'm late. So hyped for this episode. Don't worry about it, Finn. Happy you're here. J1DRZ says, the droid from Morgan? What the hell is that? The droid's from Morgan. Or one of her henchmen. Oh, Morgan Elsbeth. You mean like one of her assassin droids? That's possible. That is possible. Let me take another look at it. I guess that could be possible, but it does look like it has blonde hair, like Shin or yeah, I don't know. It is very blurry picture, so we don't really know. Finn, did you get to see episode 3? No, unfortunately, I only got to see the first 2. So I'm in the dark with you guys on this one. That's awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. We can go through it together. Joe says, I think that I think that the arm gives away most of the details of the body. Yeah, I get what you mean. Like Shin. Let me pull up a picture of Shin here. Shin Hati. Shin Hati. Let's see. Is there any view of like her whole body? I guess this is like probably the best look you're gonna get. So let's put these two side by side here. So you got this dead body. Let me zoom in on it. So here's what we're working with here, ladies and gentlemen. We got this dead body, which looks closest. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to click on. Which looks closest to this color scheme, design, hair, arm, stuff like that. So when we're looking here, we got kind of what looks to be blondish hair. The arm with what looks to be maybe some armor or something along those lines. A lighter kind of grayish tone for a body. And that's kind of what Shin's wearing right here. You get the blonde hair, grayish tone, lighter grayish body, armor on the arm. I mean, I don't see it not being Shin at this point. Like, a possible dead body, if not knocked out body. I'd say 90% likely it is Shin at this point. This is all happening in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know what's going on here, but it definitely seems to be Shin Hati. Could be unconscious or dead during this fight. So I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Your pal Joe says, I think. Oh, I just read that. Sorry. The guy says, together makes us better. True. I don't know what that means, but yes. Finn says, make yourself a glass of blue milk for tonight. I'm so ready. Just blue milkshake powder. Oh, made myself. You made yourself one. Okay, where's mine? Finn, where's my blue milk? Maybe I got blue milk in this cup. You don't know. You don't know what I got in this cup. You put what in your cup? Honey Badger says, I say Shin gets knocked out or beaten by my wife, and then my wife has to fight Morok while Ahsoka fights Baylan. When he's referring to his wife, he is saying Sabine. While Ahsoka fights Baylan, then Baylan dies, and once it happens, Shin fully turns to the dark side. I think that's a pretty good theory, but I actually think the good guys are going to take the L in this episode. I think that Shin is going to beat Sabine again, leading Sabine to need more training. And I think Ahsoka might beat the Inquisitor, leading to his mask coming off and us getting the identity of him. You know? Yeah. Dominic says, how about no one dies? It's possible nobody dies in this episode. It could be an unconscious Shin and nobody dies. It's possible. The guy says, talking about haughty bodies. Who, me? J1DRZ says, do you think that they will kill Shin this early? And didn't Sabine fight Shin in the trailers? Yeah, so we will see that fight. We're going to watch a trailer right now of what I think we will see in this episode. But yeah, I do think we will see that fight for sure. And do I think they'll kill Shin off this early? No, I do not. Not So Friendly 2025 says, there's nothing in that cup. I would prove it to you guys, but there is a liquid in this cup. I'm not going to like dump it on myself or anything. I guess you just have to take me for my word. Honey Badger says, my wife, Sabine Badger, for any confusion. Finn says, honestly, I would rather Shin kills me than her die. Finn, whatever it takes, I guess. The guy says, I want to see some helicopter saber action. Well, would you guys be like offended by that? Pour it in another cup. Oh, I could do that. Proof. See? I'm not lying. Yeah, it's the tears of Star Wars theory in that cup. No. Yes. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe. Would you guys be offended to seeing some helicopter saber action like we see in Rebels? Would that like anger you immensely? It's straight whiskey. Let's go. Maybe. It's possible. I mean. Dominic says, Sabine Wars. Choose your side. Jedi, Sith, or Mandalorian. Ooh, we should make this like a video game. Does somebody have the ability to do that? Does somebody have the ability to do that? The tears of the salty fans. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I drink them every single stream. Pretty much, yeah. All right, let's watch these trailers. Let's watch this trailer that I think we are going to see the most of when it comes to this episode. That sneeze really got to me. All right, so I think this trailer in particular... Oops. That was loud. By the way, I fixed the audio in between streams. Bummed out that that didn't work last stream. But here we go. Let's watch it. So this is where I think the majority of episode 3 scenes are coming from. So this whole woods sequence between Sabine and Shin, but also Ahsoka and the Inquisitor, that's all going to happen in this episode. The training sequence between Sabine and Ahsoka will also happen in this episode. I think you will also see Baylan versus Ahsoka in this episode, and this space fight in this episode. So this is what we're going to see.
Concentrate. Take in all that is around you. Let's go again.
I have reason to believe the Empire is still a threat.
We face another war. Let's begin.
Ahsoka Tano, Anakin spoke highly of you.
Get ready. Nice trick. Got any more?
Ahsoka, 2 episodes.
So this is an older trailer. It came from a few weeks ago, but there's a ton in here that is going to be in the show. So first of all, this scene between Shin and Sabine. So this whole fight right here is going to be in this episode, in this woods of the planet that we've seen in the last episode. I believe it's called Sentos. And then we're also going to get this training scene between Sabine and Ahsoka. I think probably first scene of this.
Take in all that is around you.
I don't think this is a flashback, by the way. I think the guy just said that. I don't think this is a flashback. I think this is actually going to be them training present day in the beginning of this episode.
Let's go again.
I have reason to believe him.
That scene I don't think will be in this episode. Maybe it is, but I don't think we will see Harrison Dula at all in this episode, honestly, if I'm being real with you guys.
Believe the Empire is still a threat.
But this scene will. Seeing the Inquisitor versus Ahsoka again is going to happen in this episode in that same woods where Sabine is fighting a Shin.
Still a threat.
We face another war. Let's
we already
begin.
saw this stuff.
Ahsoka Tano, Anakin.
So this will happen in this episode as well. Baylan versus Ahsoka in this star map. This will happen this episode. You actually see this Night Sister magic still going on back here. Still holding up that map. So the Knights, so Morgan Elsbeth is still nearby, I would guess, unless you can keep that magic going from afar, which would be insane. We don't know the true extent of the power of these Night Sisters. We don't. We really only get a good glimpse of them in the Clone Wars and in Jedi Survivor. And in Jedi Survivor, Merrin is fucking overpowered. She's insane. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Anakin spoke highly of you.
Of course, he says Anakin spoke highly of you. We're going to see that. We're literally going to see that tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in a few short minutes.
Get ready.
So this is the biggest scene right here. Boom, right there. So you got Shin versus Sabine in the woods, and you also got Ahsoka versus the Inquisitor back there. So these two fights are happening at the exact same time, which is wild. So Sabine's getting her redemption match versus Shin, who the last time they fought stabbed her through the stomach. So hopefully there's been some training there in between these two fights, which I think we will get to see. But also we get Ahsoka and the Inquisitor at the same freaking time. And I do think this is when we will find out who the Inquisitor is. Actually, if you look over here, it almost looks like Ahsoka's about to chop his head off. He looks like he's on his knees right now in defeat, and Ahsoka's going to chop his head off, but that's probably not what's going on. But I do think we will get the identity of this Inquisitor in this episode, which will be insane. I mean, is it Starkiller? Is it Luke? Is it Ezra? I mean, I doubt it's Ezra, but is it Kanan? Is it somebody crazy? Like, what's going on here? Doesn't it look like he's kind of like on his knees, like about to die off with his head? Exactly. Doesn't it look like that? Yeah. So this will definitely all be in this episode, I believe.
Nice trick. Got any more?
So then Star Wars posted this today. It's a clip from this episode specifically. It's a 35-second clip from this episode. We watched this in the last stream, but it's pretty good.
Missed, I had them, but
missed.
Don't worry about it. You'll get another chance. We got 2 more incoming.
Dead ahead. I'm gonna split them.
Ready?
Ready.
Now!
Woo! I got one!
Good work.
So yeah, that's pretty much just the clip. It's 30 seconds, quick and easy, but there's a few very important details. Of course, this will be in the episode we're about to watch, but we see the Inquisitor. Let me try and pinpoint that. Here it is. We see the Inquisitor, again, a great look at him. We're going to get a lot of him in this episode, by the way, but he's very rusty. I don't know what that's about, but he's very rusty, and I don't understand it. Don't know why there's so much rust on his armor. Like, what, was he buried or something? Was he just rained on a bunch? Like, why is he so rusty? But he does have like an ancient feel to him. When we were live earlier, I thought you might be able to see his eyeballs. Some people were trying to like zoom in and find out what his eyes looked like, but can't really tell. I do think we will still get the identity of him in this episode, but it's very cool that we get to see. Oh wait, maybe you do get to see his face in that scene. Hang on, let's rewind that a bit here. See, like you can almost see his face through those slits. I don't know. Not enough to clearly make out his identity, but that's pretty damn cool. And then, yeah, we get to see at the very end of this trailer, after Sabine blows up that ship, this is the planet Cetos or whatever, with the where all those fights are taking place, where that star map is. All that's taking place here. So this will happen early on in the episode, probably like after the training sequence, I would guess. Again, still all just predictions. Still don't know what's actually going on here, but yeah, that's what I think's going on. Yeah. So we got 8 minutes till showtime. 8 minutes till showtime. Okay. Where were we? Dominic says, I want to see the helicopters. Made me laugh so hard in Rebels. I know, it's kind of cool, but yeah. Your pal Joe says, I never liked the helicopter savers myself. I didn't really like them. I mean, they made no sense, but it was pretty cool in Rebels. Made the Inquisitors more entertaining. Honey Badger says, the tears of KK after the Indiana Jones box office bombs. Oh yeah, that's what I'm drinking, by the way. Tears of KK. The guy says, do you think we will get flashbacks of young Sabine? No, I don't think we will. I don't think we'll get flashbacks of young Sabine. If anything, it'll be young Ahsoka. It is her show. But I don't think that it's necessary to get young Sabine, because we get young Sabine in Rebels. Now, you could say we get young Ahsoka in Clone Wars, but it is more necessary because we're going to be going into the World Between Worlds, and we might actually just see a flashback of her and Anakin training. Yeah. J1DRZ says, why is Ahsoka in a New Republic outfit? That's a great question. So that's in the last trailer we watched. Let me go back to it. Let me go back. See if I can pinpoint this. Here it is.
Trick.
So this is what Jay is referring to here. This outfit right here for Ahsoka. It's a little bit weird. I mean, I don't know what's going on with this outfit. It's obviously probably, or I mean, not obviously, but it's probably not going to be in this episode specifically. But this maybe means that she takes some battle damage. Why would she be out of her cloak that she usually is wearing? Like, what is the purpose of her wearing this? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine at this point, but I doubt we'll see this specific scene in this episode. I doubt it. I doubt it. I'm losing my voice. We just streamed for 2 hours, and now we're about to stream for like another 2. Or maybe not 2, but an hour and a half at least. I'm losing my voice. Finn says, do you think we will see if Shin is single? Hit me up, Shin, please. Do I think we'll see if Shin's single? I think she is. She is the apprentice of Baylan, and Baylan seems to kind of be sticking to the Jedi ways a little bit, at least. Of course, he's still killing people in cold blood, but other than that, he seems to be sticking to the Jedi ways, and that would make me assume Shin is single, yes. She's all yours, Finn. All yours. Dominic says, hey, leave Shin to me. Okay. What is it, the Shin Wars or the Speed Wars? You guys gotta make up your minds here. There's only enough of them to go around, you know? Honey Badger says, I really can't wait for this episode. It's going to kill me to have to wait another week to see more. I know. What if it ends on like a gigantic cliffhanger too? Like, that would suck. Jay says, now we're fighting over Sabine and Shin. I know, right? What the hell? Sabine, come home already. The kids miss you. The guy says, off with his head. Maybe. It's possible. Honey Badger says, agree. Marin is extremely powerful, but are the Night Sisters like the Mandalorians with different coverts? Simply because Morgan is a human and Marin looks different from the Night Sisters in the Clone Wars and Rebels. I think it's more like just Jedi. Jedi can be of any species. Night Sisters could probably be of any species. Species. Yeah, exactly. I think Night Sisters could be anybody. I think it's more the magic, like the Force with the Jedi. The guy says, she got one that was hot. What? She got one that was hot? I don't understand. Finn says, Marak is just trying to show off to win over Shin. Maybe Marak and Shin are dating. Ever think of that? Morin. Shirak. Jay says, do you think they kill the Inquisitor without revealing his identity? That would suck. The mystery behind this Inquisitor has kept the Star Wars fandom going for this whole last week. Like, people want to know. People think it's Starkiller. People think it's Ezra. People think it's Luke. People think it's all these different theories. So if they killed him off without revealing his identity, that would be a disaster. Be a disaster. The guy says, do you think Sabine keeps Ezra's lightsaber? Then he gets a new one. I do think Sabine will keep Ezra's lightsaber, but not because Ezra gets a new one. I think Ezra's going to be able to handle himself with just using the Force. Yeah. Honey Badger says, I cannot wait, man. 7 minutes. Oh, yeah, we only have 4 minutes. Holy crap. Tonight I'm going to get D-Max in the stream as well, and we are watching the watch party and Ahsoka together, Mike. Oh, that's awesome, D-Max. What is up? No, take Shin. Sabine is mine. There you go. Shin is up for grabs. Michael Parker says, I just watched the ending of The Phantom Menace to pass the time. Ooh, awesome. Do you have a Jar Jar Funko? I don't, actually. I don't, sadly. Michael Parker says, Jar Jar is Morok. Oh my God, he's got it. Michael, I think you're right. I think you are spot on with that one. We got 3 minutes. Hang on, I gotta set this up over here. Whoops, what the hell? Stop, don't do that. Hang on, I gotta set myself. Whoa. Put me over there. Set up over there. Finn says, do you remember in Phantom Menace, at one point Jar Jar... Wait, what? Jar Jar says about Padme's pretty hot when she was like 14 and he was a grown adult. Pretty sus if you ask me. Does Jar Jar say that Padme's hot in Phantom Menace? I don't remember that. Your pal Joe says Darth Jar Jar. Darth Jar Jar is a fact, okay? It's not fan fiction or anything anymore. It's actually a fact. So you can quote me on that and take it up with the judge. All right, let me set this up here. Got to set up my Disney Plus. Gotta set up my Disney Plus so we can be ready to go at 9 p.m. Exactly. Don't want to wait any longer. 7 days have taken forever. Can I get some hype in the chat, please? Can I get some hype for this episode? Jesus Christ. I don't even know what to expect, honestly, in this episode. I don't really know what to expect. I have my predictions. I think these fights are going to happen. I think this is going down. I think that's going down. I think this is going down. I think that's going down. But I really don't know what to expect. Should we watch some Young Jedi Adventures instead? What do we think? All right. 2 minutes. Honey Badger says, hype, I cannot wait. Hype is beyond real. It really is. Oh my God, I'm so excited. All right. Any last minute crazy bold predictions? We got 1 minute. Crazy bold predictions. Have anything so bonkers that it might just be true. Oh, perfect. Anything? Anybody? Do this so we can get it ready here. Not So Friendly 2025 says, I will order you 10 pizzas. Ooh, 10 pizzas. I'm down. Ian McDermott cameo. Ooh, that would be insane. All right, let me set up this timer too while we're at it. Okay. Your pal Joe with the $2 holla. Oh, it doesn't. Super sticker. Very nice, your pal Joe. Thank you very much. That is amazing. You're the best. You are the best. You don't have a message with that? You could have sent a message, your pal Joe. Come on. Thank you very much. Second super chat ever. Here we go. Rex cameo. Oh, it's 9 p.m. Let's do it. Hang on. Let me put the timer on the screen. There it is. All right. So how this works is we're going to press play at the same exact time. Okay. Just so that makes sense for everybody. I got to change my headset so I'm hearing the show and not you guys. It's for the hype. Your pal Joe, you're the best. You are the best. Cannot deny. Cannot deny it. Founding member, second super chatter. Amazing. Amazing. Let me fix my string here. All right. Let's go. All right. Let's do it. All right. Let me start this up here. Let's read the script. Oh, this. We got Shin in the cockpit as the freaking thing. D-Max says hi. D-Max, what is up? Huge shout out to my boy D-Max. Part 3. 36 minutes we've been lied to. 36 minutes. Hera. Oh, Hera's involved. Hera tangled with New Republic politics while Ahsoka and Sabine voyage to a distant planet. Let's get it. The guy says, who is the Imperial female villain in Rebel Season 4 who shoots Kanan on the bomb? Price. I think her name is Price. All right, let's do this. Let me, so we're not skipping the recap, guys. Not skipping the recap. Oh, I'm so good at that. I'm so freaking good. Oh. I lied. All right. We got to press play at the same time. You ready, guys? Are we ready? 3. All right, we're going to try and do it first try. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Perfect. We're watching a recap. Previously on. For the Empire. Dude, the Inquisitor's so cool. Whoever it is, he's got to be badass. Boom, roasted. Hu Yang is a bright spot in this show, honestly, not gonna lie. Sea toss. Oh, yeah. Don't skip the intro either. We're watching it all. I love how they always show C-3PO. Let's go! Hyperspace. That's a cool look at hyperspace, not gonna lie. That's pretty damn cool. That's cool. Hu Yang is Grievous, confirmed. Look at all the lightsabers she's got over there. What's up with that? Where the fuck is the jetpack? Sabine's jetpack? I don't know. Sabine training. You know it. But you can't see. Pause. Just kidding. How the hell did she do that? It is so damn cool. I don't know. It seemed like she got it. Dark side Sabine. Oh yeah. Did I call it or did I call it? Opening scene Sabine and Ahsoka training. Time to fly. Probably gonna go to Hera now. Oh wait. Is that Phoenix Squadron? Chancellor Mon Mothma. What did she say after Darkseid? I don't know what you mean, Daryl. Chancellor Mon Mothma. Jason! Are you kidding me right now? Welcome, King. Daryl, you're the best. She did. This guy's a dick. Gotcha, bitch. Oh, boom, roasted. Exactly, Joe. Aristotle. No, he's not. That's a hell of a performance from Mary. Enough to make a grown man cry. It's a trap. What? Oh my god. That's wild. That's freaking wild. And he wants to be a Jedi. Jason, why not? Begin to feel it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams, Sabine. See? Imagine, Joe. Imagine. Dave Filoni spitting facts. Come on, Sabine. Yeah, you are. Hu Yang is just roasting Sabine all the time. Come on, Speed. She just is Sabine. They really are, the guy. They really are. You're on your own, kid. It's true, your pal Joe. You're not wrong, Badger. I have Scion. 6 of them. This is where the fun begins. Shin's ship is like a Grievous's ship meets Pod Racer. Rusty, you say? Like the Inquisitor's armor? Come on, Speen. There you go. Oh, yeah. The what now? First line from Marok. Sounded very robotic. Darrow King says turbo laser. Why did he say it like that? Yikes. Leave him. Boom roasted. A little bit of competition there. Oh, where? What? Figured out why she puts on that outfit. Are you kidding me right now? Space snips. This is sick, I know. Go to the planet. Purgle, 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 purgle. Give me a purgle. Come on. Oh, it's definitely a purgle. Oh, yeah. They're massive. JG from space says Ahsoka in space was sick. Really was. Cutting it close. Lost him. How many purgle are there? Jesus. Standard operating procedure. Every shot, like even that looks so sick. Like what? Interesting. It's very Empire Strikes Back. See. Who are you? Sadly, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we got time for all these lightsaber duels. True that. Baylan is on this planet, yeah. Indeed. Damn. Damn. All right. All right. No fight scenes. Baylan looking all badass. I'm gonna first of all, while we watch this, that was too short. I know. First of all, while we watch this, rank this episode out of 10. Rank this episode out of 10. Rank it out of 10 in the chat. Well, I watch these credits and watch out to see if they show the Inquisitor's name in the credits. Let's see. Rank it out of 10. I'm waiting to see if there's an Inquisitor name somewhere. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. We got an 8.8, a 9.5, a 7 out of 10. That was really, really short. I'm watching it again tonight. That was too fast. 7 out of 10 for me. It was insanely short of an episode. I wish there was more. Interesting. Darrow King says best one yet for me. Interesting. This leaves more to desire for me, at least. That's true. That's what you wanted to do. Really, really short. That's what she said. Oh, that's what she said. That's what she said. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Dominic says 8 out of 10. Still just waiting. You got the explanation of the Purgles. You got the explanation of the Eye of Sion. A little bit more of the Shin and Morgan relationship. Clearly something going on there. Got the Inquisitor's first couple lines. Cool space battle, training sequence. Hera, Jason Syndulla. Pretty damn cool if you're a Rebels fan for that. And if you guys are watching the credits with me, all these lines are converging on this one place. Okay. Let's see. No, I want to watch the... What? I want to watch the credits. Go back to the credits. This is going way too fast. I'm not going to be able to see it. I don't know if I... Did anybody see his name? He's still under additional voices. Sam Witwer. Interesting. Still says additional voices, Sam Witwer. Fascinating. Interesting. All right, let me change my headset real quick. All right, here we go. So rank it out of 10 still if you haven't yet. Let's do this real quick. What did we think? What did we think of that episode? Rank it out of 10. Tell me what you thought in the chat. What did we think? Here's my take, okay? Short as balls. Do I want them all to be an hour? Yes, okay, I do. Let me be honest, I do, okay? However, Mando is better, says D-Max. Which season? All right, here's my take. I give this episode an 8 out of 10, okay? A solid 8 out of 10, but here's where I think this episode was lacking. First of all, I think it lacked in length. It did further along the story in a big way. It gave us a whole lot of Mon Mothma giving us information about the New Republic, where the New Republic is at as a pretty much barely even a government. Like, they have no control. They don't have any assets. They have the Empire crawling all over them. Even Harrison Dula can't get backup. But we did get Jason Syndulla for the first time in live action. We got an explanation as to seeing the Purgles. We got to see the Purgles for the first time in live action. We got Shin and Morgan's relationship a little bit more. We got training between Ahsoka and Sabine. We got that awesome, cool space fight. We got the Inquisitor's first lines. Still no reveal for who the Inquisitor is yet, but that I think will still come. However, I absolutely loved literally every single minute of that. Ahsoka in space, I mean, come on, that's awesome. However, I still seem to feel like I missed out on something. I still feel like it was way too short. And that might just be the moral of the story this week. Might just be the moral of the story this week. Although there was so much going on in that episode between Jason Syndulla, the Purgle, Ahsoka in space with lightsabers, the Purgle, did I already say the Purgle? The Eye of Sion explaining that, and all this other stuff. It still seems like it was too short. Sucks. Darth Josepher, what's up, Darth Josepher? Says, at work, can't watch till later. May the force be with you. Well, thank you for stopping in and saying hello, Darth Josepher. Let's see where you guys are at. So 7, 9.5 out of 10. That's a pretty high one. 8.8. That's good too. 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 is where I'm at too. Finn says, it was so good, but too short. Daryl King says, the sun. Yeah, seeing Jason Syndulla was damn cool. The guy says, Jason was the only part that got me screaming. I know, but if you got a part that got you screaming, I mean, Jason wants to be a Jedi. I know, that's awesome. He wants to be a Jedi. Yeah, he's still there. Who's still there? Oh, yeah, he's still there. Yeah, he's still an additional voice. Honey Badger says, Jason was insane to see. The Purgle looked amazing, and the space snips scene was incredible. Mando is still better, says D-Max. I gotta disagree with that one. I mean, the first 3 episodes of Ahsoka so far are far better than the first 3 episodes of any of the 3 seasons of Mando, in my personal opinion. Yeah. Not So Friendly says 5 out of 10. Wow, that's low. Your pal Joe says, very cool. I like the opening and the scene with Ahsoka. They were incredible. The guy says, lacking in length. Yeah, baby. Okay. Honey Badger says, he said all seasons, they were longer and better. Length is... I'm not making that joke to D-Max. Never mind. Here's the thing. You're only on episode 3 of Ahsoka. First of all, and the first 2 episodes, and this one included, are still better than any of the first 3 episodes of any of the Mando episodes. Finn says, I loved everything we just saw. I just wish there was more of it. That kind of seems to be the moral of the story. That episode was great. We just wish there was more. And that's kind of a bummer. Especially in an episode like this, where we thought we were going to get all these lightsaber duels. Well, now it guarantees we'll get those lightsaber duels in the next episode. However, I don't know. Leaves us in a weird spot. Does leave us in a weird spot with wanting more. Honey Badger says, but Mon Mothma is killing me. She's secretly evil. I see no other explanation. I don't care. Fight me. I don't think she's evil. But yeah. Your pal Joe says, Finn, well said. Yeah. I loved everything we saw. Just wanted more. Exactly. And Nico says, Mon Mothma is a pushover. We need new chancellor, a strong chancellor. Oh, should we vote a vote of no confidence in Chancellor Mon Mothma and get Chancellor Palpatine in here too much? The guy says, too short. Sucks. Okay. Darth Josepher says, checking in on homie. Checking in, homie, he says. My fault. Honey Badger says, episode 4 will have to be the fight scenes and end up with a time jump, and we will come back in episode 5, which is Dave's episode, and the Clone Wars flashback, and even the World Between Worlds that will take us back to episode 3. Yeah, episode 4 is definitely going to be a lot longer and have a lot more lightsaber duels. I think episode 2 and 3 kind of fit together better as a 1-2. If we got a premiere of episode 1, and then the next 2 episodes came out at the same time, I think that would have worked better. I think the whole waiting a week to get this is going to really hold back. I think a lot of fans are going to be upset about that and how short this episode was. I think it needed to be, Steph Green directed episode 2 and episode 3. The two of them go together very, very well and tell a story. I just think the waiting a whole week to see this story is going to anger a lot of fans. Yeah. Nico says, well, the cliffhanger definitely makes you excited for the next episode. I mean, yeah, Baylan is badass for sure. Ray's giving us a great performance here. Your pal Joe says, we thought it was going to be action-packed, and it was. Very well done. It was action-packed. It definitely was. It just wasn't the action I was anticipating. I did think that space fight was going to be a thing, but I didn't think it would be that long. I also didn't think Ahsoka was going to be in space. Like, what? That was kind of insane. Very, very cool. But I did expect those lightsaber duels, and I think me expecting that is what kind of let me down a little bit, and just the lack of not being able to get there. Seeing Jason was amazing. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I don't know. I got a lot of new people coming in right now. What do you guys think? Rank it out of 10 as you come in. Rank it out of 10. Let's put up a poll right now. Let's do it. What did you think of episode 3? Let's go with loved it. Absolutely loved it. Liked it. And let's go with, it's all right. And last but certainly not, I can only do 4? Oh, all right, never mind. The last one's going to be hated it. And I hope nobody hated it. That would suck. Hated it. Start the poll. Let's see. What did you guys think? Loved it, liked it, or hated it? Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Finn says Leia should have been Chancellor instead of Mon Mothma. Leia wouldn't let any Imperial remnants or First Order shit happen. That's true, Finn. But is it at this time hasn't Leia been kind of taken out of office? And Mon Mothma been replaced her. The guy says, I like how colorful the show is. The new planet with the red trees is a dub. Yeah, visually this show it can't be beat. Visually this show is amazing. Honey Badger says, D-Max says, Mando has got to be better than Sabine. That's crazy. I don't know how I feel about that statement. Yeah, I don't like that statement at all. Your pal Joe says, size matters not. Indeed. Darth Drew says, I need more. I know, that kind of seems to be the message right now. Kind of seems to be where people are at. They want more. Let's see where the poll's at. Well, 79% of you loved it. Interesting. 7% liked it, 7% and 7% of you hated it. That's kind of bad, but that's okay. Honey Badger says, I know she's not evil, but God, Mon Mothma sucks. She's not the best, I'll give you that. Dominic says, length doesn't matter, it's how you use it. I feel like we're going to get a lot of these jokes tonight. But yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I think they used this length pretty well. Could have been used a little bit better, but I was satisfied. Darth Drew says, wish we could have gotten 2 episodes this week as well. Yes, I think episode 2 and 3 should have been 1. And I know they're trying to tell a story, and Dave's got this story like pulled out perfectly, but we'll see. We shall see. We'll see it. Josiah Johnston, what's up? Josiah says, just watched and had a blast. About to watch with my brother in a bit. 9 out of 10. Glad to catch the stream. I might have to watch it again because I did have a lot of fun early on. I was like, holy crap, Jason Zadula. Holy crap, Ahsoka in space with the lightsabers. But then as I was like, holy crap, we're not going to see any of these lightsaber duels. It kind of bummed me out. So maybe I'm just like kind of just down on the last couple minutes of the show just because I was realizing that I wasn't going to get what I wanted. But early on, I was hyped. I mean, Jason Zadula, come on. And even the training sequence between Sabine and Ahsoka was so, for lack of better words, spiritual. It was very good, very good. Darth Drew says, also Jason looks like Disney-esque. Felt very Kathy. Only my only gripe. I'll have to go back and look at Jason. I mean, he looked like a kid, but I don't know. Honey Badger says, agreed. Should have been a single episode premiere and then a double this week, and they would have 5 more weeks of Ahsoka. Yeah, couldn't agree more. Darth Drew says, do we know what the runtime of next week is? No, we don't, but I know it is higher than this one at least. I'm pretty sure when this one came out, it said that this would be the lowest runtime. I could be wrong on that one. And no, we don't know any runtimes past this episode. Finn says, so, do we know yet if the time jump is confirmed to happen, or is it still just a rumor? It still is just a rumor for now, but we'll see. We shall see. Honey Badger says, hey, it was short, but it was still pretty good in my opinion. Yeah, no, it was definitely good in my opinion. It was very good. There was so much stuff early on that got me excited that I just, again, once it came down towards the end, I was like, wait, this is almost over. Chris Weaver, what's up, Chris, says, Space Snips was so Ahsoka-like. It really was. It was very Clone Wars-esque. That's what made it awesome. I mean, Ahsoka has done kind of stuff like that before. We've seen her in a space suit before, right, in Clone Wars. So that was very, very cool. Yeah. Rogue says, I did not. Hated it. Awful. Oh my God, Rogue. Jesus. Okay. We have to stop liking something that because it's Star Wars. It's still... you can still be a fan and scrutinize it. Interesting. Okay, Rogue, calm down. Just because you didn't like the episode doesn't mean it wasn't good. Rogue, who broke your heart? Oh, jeez. Okay. Short, but still loved it. It's Ahsoka and my wife. Come on now. I know. There was a ton to like in this episode. I mean, I don't know who put the stick up Rogue's butt. But, yeah. Darth Drew says, what did we think about the Space Samurai? Space Samurai. Oh, you mean the training sequence with the samurai sword? I thought that was very cool. This whole training sequence was amazing. Seeing Dave dive into the Force and what the Force really means is awesome. Getting Dave to explain that to us via Ahsoka and Sabine is amazing. Amazing. Nico says, more Kylo Ren. Yeah, we need more. That's for sure. Rogue says, have fun. Dominic, have fun in your parents' basement. All right, Rogue, like, that's just not necessary. That's just not necessary. It's really not. And honestly, I'm going to have to put you in a timeout, buddy. Honey Badger says, crazy take to say awful and hated it in the same sentence as Ahsoka, and we got 8 episodes of Ansnor. Oh, we got 12 episodes of Ansnor. Yeah. So, Darth Drew says, why is Rogue being a hater? I don't know. Haters going to hate, you know? Rogue equals troll alert. Yeah. Well, at least we realize what it is. Your pal Joe says, he can have his opinion. He can hate it. But when he comes after other people like that, that was just uncalled for. Your pal Joe says, I would have rather them released episode 1 on week 1 and then 2 and 3 in week 2. Yeah, that's kind of what I said too. Yeah, I think that's definitely for sure. Honey Badger says, Rogue equals KK lover and episode 2 super fan. All right. Enough. Let's play nice. Dominic says, so confirm that the trailer is the first 4 episodes minus the Thrawn. Yeah, so it does confirm that the 4 episodes will all be trailer stuff. I mean, we'll see. We shall see. No way. Did I see what I think I saw? Florida sucks. What is up, Florida sucks? How we doing today? Glad to see you here. It's been a while. Finn says, Rogue definitely watches Mike Zero. All right, back off, Rogue. Swagger says, love seeing genuine Star Wars excitement back. Me too, absolutely. Florida Sucks says, Sabine is hot. You've told me a million times. The Honey Badger says, can't no one kill my vibe for this show? It's Dave's 3rd child, and it's coming along nicely. Couldn't agree more. Your pal Joe says, we don't deserve your kind in here. We don't serve your kind in here, sorry. He says to Rogue. Finn says, Rogue took an L. Rogue took this L, take and left because his mom had dinner ready. Okay. Florida Sucks says, then she cheated on you with me. Oh, yikes. No, she didn't. You have her confused with Shin. I don't know. Drew says, bro, are we still on the Starkiller track? I think so. I think so. I mean, there was nothing in this episode that took us off Starkiller. I mean, yeah, nothing in this episode that took us off Starkiller. Anybody? Anybody? Is anybody off the Starkiller bandwagon? I mean, just hearing him say a bunch of things that was Sam credited? Yes, he was credited. Wasn't credited as the voice of the Inquisitor, though. I mean, nobody was, but he was still credited in the credits at the same spot as an additional voice, which is interesting. Finn says, we only serve the positive vibes here. I mean, we can have people who didn't like the episode, but just when you come after Dominic like that, like, I'm going to have to time you out, buddy. I'm sorry. We don't enjoy that kind of hate in here. But, yeah. You can dislike the episode and you can talk freely about it all you want, but, I mean, come on. With 20 votes in, 65% of you loved it, 20% of you liked it, 10% hated it, and 5% is eh. Interesting. Let's see. Honey Badger says, I'm still going with Starkiller, especially if Sam was credited once again. Him saying, as you wish, is giving me Galen vibes, and he followed orders. It's true. It is true. Darth Drew says, I need 45 minutes plus. Maybe not 45 minutes plus, but the 36 minutes is a little bit too short for me. Just a little bit. And we got a ton in this episode. I'm going to go rewatch this as soon as we end the stream, make my breakdown video and stuff like that. So I'm going to get a good vibe on what it actually is. My ranking, I actually think, might go a little bit higher than the 8 out of 10, maybe 8.5 out of 10, just because of the beginning. Seeing Jason Syndulla wanting to become a Jedi, what that means for the future is crazy, but also getting the explanation of the eye and how we're actually getting to this new beyond and stuff. Explaining the Purgle, the whole training sequence was fantastic. So yeah, I think I'm probably around an 8 out of 10 still, even thinking about it now, but maybe it'll move around a little bit. Move around a little bit. Dominic says, man, telling me about your mom's basement when I'm a paid teacher and talented musician. You know what? Haters will hate, and I will not let humans get to me. I love this episode. Yeah, Dominic, don't let the haters hate. And that's yeah, you tell them. Your pal Joe says, you made the right call, Mike. He crossed the line by trying to diss someone who shows up to every live. Yeah, no, I'm obviously not going to time you out if you don't enjoy the episode. Like, that's just ridiculous. But as soon as he came after Dominic, that's just stupid. Finn says, I'm sticking with my Morok is stinky theory. I don't care. Yeah, he's Jabba's son, for real. Your pal Joe says, same. I need to rewatch. It was too fast. I know. It was way too fast. I felt like it was just over like that. I was like, holy crap, Jason Syndulla? Oh, wait, the credits? What? So, yeah, I'm going to have to rewatch it again. Darth Drew says, I really want GOT length episode. Oh, Game of Thrones episode length. Yeah, those were all an hour, right? I'm okay with them taking their time, massaging the lore. World building, give me more. Yeah, I think a lot of people, I mean, the same people that complain that the episode is too short are going to complain that the longer episodes are too, what am I looking for here? What's the word I'm looking for here? Too fillery. Fillery. It's a word, look it up. Too fillery. And those people that complain that a long episode's too fillery are going to complain that the episode's too short. So it's too, like, you can't win. You really can't win with some of these fans. So we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Honey Badger says, man, Dominic, don't worry about it. People are like that. He's the prime example of what's wrong with the community today. But congrats on that, man. I don't doubt you're talented. Me either. Nico says, Morgan looks pretty damn heated when Shin told her she missed. I know. That was kind of strange. I'm going to have to dive deep into that in the breakdown because that was weird. That was very strange. You didn't really catch that in the first couple episodes. I mean, Shin gave her a few like side-eyed looks. Like even when she told Shin to go to Corellia in the second episode, and Shin was like, or even Lothal, she told her to go to Lothal, and she was like, I'm not doing that unless Baylan tells me to, and Baylan was like, listen to her, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, Morgan and Shin clearly got something going on. Clearly. Darth Drew says, love how this community sticks together. Yeah, we got the best community ever right here. So, yeah. Finn says, it's fine to criticize the episode, exactly. But what makes it start, what you start making petty childish insults to people, that's when you cross the line. It's true. Honey Badger says, we are the people who love Star Wars, not the people who hate the other people and drag Star Wars through the mud. That's great. Should I change the Discord name to the people, not the people who hate on other people and try to drag Star Wars through the mud? I think so. Darth Drew says, did we get a lot of hate with episode 1 and 2 runtimes? No, we didn't. Of course we didn't. Your pal Joe says, people who love Star Wars community, FTW, I don't know what that stands for. I mean, I feel stupid right now, pal Joe. I don't know what that stands for. Dominic says, Morgan versus Shin theory. I mean, I don't think they'll fight, like actually fight, but I think there will be something going on there. Nico says, congrats, Morgan, you missed, is what Shin says. Yeah, I know. I was kind of like sassy. It was, I don't know. Well, I'll have to go back and see that. I'll have to go back and watch that again because that was weird. It's weird. It's definitely weird. For the win. Oh, my God. I'm so stupid, guys. Don't worry about it. I'm just dumb. It's for the win, of course. For the win. D-Max, what's up, D-Max? Says, hey, I'm going to subscribe when you read this message. Well, there you go. Now you can subscribe, D-Max. Welcome to the club. Darth Drew says, I would love to be in the Discord. Oh, there's a link in the description below. There's a link in the description below to a Discord called The People Who Love Star Wars. And if you want to become a member too, there's a link there as well. Florida Sucks says, Ezra told Sabine that she was a sister to him. It was pretty cool to have Ezra Bridger as a brother-in-law. Well, as you can tell, like when Ezra says that, obviously like looks down like he does in Rebels. He like touches his head. Like he was of course saying that because he wants to be more than just that for Sabine, but he knows there's no chance really at this point. Honey Badger says, Shin definitely doesn't trust Morgan. And she only responds and is loyal to Baylan. She clearly doesn't like the fact that she's a night sister, in my opinion. Yeah, it doesn't seem like she does. And that might turn into a conflict later down the line. Them two not getting along. Finn says, Shin got even hotter in this episode. Florida Sucks says she did. Nico says, does Shin blink? Does she not blink? That would be funny. Does she not blink? That'd be hilarious. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't. Dominic says, she said, congrats, Morgan. You almost got them. That's just weird. Finn says, Shin could force choke me and I would thank her. Oh my God, you guys. Yupala Joe says, I dropped off the Sabine bandwagon when she cut her hair. Team Shin. Well, there you go. Darth Drew says, link invite invalid. You may not have permission to join. What? That makes no sense. You should be fine, Darth Drew. Let me put the link in the chat right now. Let me see. Let me invite people. Let's see. Copy. See if this works. Try that link. Try that one. Try that one. Your pal Joe says, Ezra self-friend-zoned self-friend-zoned. Yeah, I know. I don't know why he did that. Honestly, I don't think he'll continue to be self-friend-zoned, but we'll see. We shall see. Florida Sucks says, back off, Ezra. I don't know. I think Ezra and Sabine are going to end up together eventually. D-Max says, the dang app almost keeps kicking me out. I don't know what that's about, D-Max. Don't forget to hit that subscribe. Honey Badger says, talk about hot. Man, my wife out here fighting blind. If she has some dormant force abilities, I'll freak out. House Ren is under House Vizsla. Sticking with she's a descendant of Tar Vizsla. That would be cool. Here's my thing with that. I think Sabine will definitely use the Force. I mean, they're clearly building up to the fact that she will use the Force, and I think she will use it next episode when she holds her hand out that we've seen in the trailer many, many times. I do think that will work. We'll see. Finn says, us Star Wars fans, when we simp hard. Yeah. Honey Badger says, we can, you all can have Bo-Katan and Shin. Leave me and Sabine alone. Long and short hair, she's got my heart. There you go. Dominic says, this series have me simping for Sabine and Shin. Ultimate catfight. There you go. Darth Drew says, Padme, Shin, and Sabine, go. FMK. I'll let you guys decide that one. Florida Sucks says, not fair, but Padme. Padme what? Honey Badger says, Sabine all day, every day. Well, there you go. All right. I do think I'm going to get on out of here. We got to start working on this breakdown video. Any of you guys got any other thoughts about this episode? Any ranking out of 10? Any rankings out of 10 who haven't said it? The people who love simping. There you go. Padme for sure. Got to go Padme for me any day. Any day, that's true. Been loving her since day one. Since I saw her in episode 2. First time when I was a kid. Thanks for a fun night, everybody. Yeah, this was a blast. You guys are the absolute best. The greatest community ever is still right here, right now. So even though it was a shorter episode, I still think 8 out of 10 is solid. Especially, this was a great continuation of the story, introducing us to Jason Syndulla, who, of course, will be very important further down the line. I actually think they probably went out. Now, this is just me speculating completely. This is probably me just speculating, but I think they went out and got a actor, or a young actor, kid actor, who can portray a Jason Syndulla when they already have an older actor in mind to play an older Jason Syndulla. Now, that's just me speculating. Just me speculating, but it could be the case. Could be. Could be. Nico says, fun night, everybody. I got work tomorrow. Yeah, have fun at work tomorrow. Finn says, great time as always. Thanks. Nice talking to you all. Watch out for that breakdown video tomorrow. It should come out at like noon again. Probably what I'm going to go for. Hopefully it won't be as late of a night for me, but yeah, watch out for that video tomorrow. Florida Sucks says, Padme is the hottest Star Wars girl of all time. Well, there you go. Dominic says, thanks for an amazing community. Thank you for joining the amazing community. That's all. Oh, look at the hearts. You guys are the best. You guys are the absolute best. Have I ever told you that? D-Max says, it almost keeps kicking me out of the app, so I'm almost close to me. I'm almost close to having to leave the video. What the hell are you talking about, D-Max? Just hit the subscribe on your way out. Finn says, Padme is in her Geonosis ripped outfit is peak Star Wars hotness. Well, there you go. Honey Badger says, love the live stream and the watch party. Glad that we got to watch as a community. No other place I'd rather be. This community is the way. It really is. And that stream earlier was crazy. We broke the record, and we're just breaking records more and more every day. Cheapers. All right, let me end this poll. Let me end this poll. Let's see where it ended at. With 25 votes, 63% of you liked it, 15%, 63% of you loved it, 15% liked it, 11 and only 7 hated it. That's good. Now, another week till episode 4, I know. But we do have another week of fun, awesome speculation stuff going on. So watch out for videos all week. Of course, the live stream on Thursday, live stream on Saturday. We had a lot of fun to do. Honestly, not streaming last Saturday was so weird. I felt like I hadn't streamed in months, and it was only like 4 days. So we'll figure it out. Nico says, next Tuesday we'll be here before we know it. I know, it will. 3 more streams until episode 4. That's a good way to look at it, too, yeah. D-Max says, I'd say 5.5 out of 10. D-Max, that's a low-ass score, buddy. But, yeah. Dominic says, join in Discord now. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. Blake says, that was beautiful. Oh, Blake, we're getting on out of here. But 9 out of 10, easy for you. There you go. I'm at an 8 out of 10. I'm at an 8 out of 10. It was too short for me. That's what's holding me down. It was too short. I'm going to rewatch it. Maybe my score will get boosted up a little bit. But, yeah. I loved Jason Syndulla. I loved Ahsoka in space. The whole space fight was great, and the training scene especially was spectacular. Agreed, it was too short, but good. Yeah, pretty much where I'm at. I can't give it the same score I gave the first 2 episodes. So first 2 episodes I gave a 10 out of 10 for episode 1, which I rarely ever give, and I think I gave it a 9.5 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. So I'm at an 8 out of 10 for this one. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get on out of here. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you for sticking around with me. This was a great stream, even though it's a shorter one, a shorter episode, but, you know, much love to you all. It was a short one. Definitely got to rewatch it again as well. Definitely felt like 7 simply because of the runtime. I know, but I think it'll go up because of the content inside that runtime. Can't let the runtime go down too much on you. But with that being said, smash a like on this video, hit subscribe, and hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video, and my pretty face will show up in the recommended feed of yours. And, of course, become a member, do all that fun stuff, and, yeah. And may the force be with you. Always, 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 always. Boom. What a great stream. What a great show. Even though shorter episodes, still an 8 out of 10, still a great episode, still a great time, still a great fun, awesome, cool evening with you guys, and I can't wait for the next one. Watch out for that breakdown video tomorrow, and watch out for that live stream on Thursday, and of course videos the rest of the week. And of course we'll be back here on Tuesday for another amazing live stream. Have a great rest of your evening. Have a great rest of your lives. And good night, everybody.